Welcome to Module 7, Section 6 of your B2 Residential Remodeling Contractor Exam Prep course. In this lesson, we're going to dive into 3 interconnected concepts that can make or break your business: markups, profit margins, and competitive bidding. These are more than just numbers. They represent your business strategy, pricing discipline, and ability to win work while staying profitable. As a B2 contractor, you're not just building homes. You're building a business, and that business lives or dies on how well you understand your numbers. Let's start with markup. Markup is the amount you add on top of your job costs to cover your overhead and profit. For example, if a job costs you $10,000 in labor, materials, and equipment, and you apply a 50% markup, your price to the client will be $15,000. That extra $5,000 must cover both your business expenses, such as insurance, advertising, phones, licensing, fuel, and your net income as a business owner. Markup is not the same as profit. Many new contractors make the mistake of thinking that a 20% markup equals a 20% profit, but that's not how the math works. If your cost is $10,000 and you mark it up 20%, your price becomes $12,000. Your actual profit is $2,000, which is only about 16.67% of the final price, not 20%. Understanding this distinction is critical for setting your prices correctly. Now let's talk about profit margin. Profit margin is the percentage of the final selling price that represents your profit. Using the example above, if your total price is $12,000 and your profit is $2,000, your profit margin is 16.67%. Contractors typically aim for net profit margins between 10% and 20%, depending on the size and risk level of the project. If you're consistently below that, your business may struggle to survive. If you're above it, that's a sign you're pricing well and managing efficiently. To calculate your required markup to reach a target profit margin, you can use a simple formula. Divide 1 by 1 minus your desired profit margin. So, if you want a 20% margin, divide 1 by 0.8, and you get a markup multiplier of 1.25, or a 25% markup on costs. That's the kind of calculation you should be familiar with for the exam and for running a successful business. Of course, it's not enough to know your numbers. You also have to win work. That's where competitive bidding comes in. Competitive bidding is the process of submitting a price proposal for a job where other contractors are also bidding. To win, you have to offer a price that's attractive to the client, but also allows you to make money. It's a delicate balance. Bid too high and you lose the job. Bid too low and you win it, but lose money doing it. The key is to understand your costs thoroughly and only bid on work that fits your business model and expertise. Competitive bidding isn't just about offering the lowest price. In fact, most savvy clients understand that the cheapest bid often comes with the most risk. They're looking for value, meaning the right combination of price, reputation, timeline, quality, and trust. That's why your proposal should always be clear, detailed, and professional. Break down your scope of work, show that you understand the project, and include a fair and firm price. If you're transparent, clients are more likely to trust you, even if your bid isn't the lowest. It's also important to assess your competitors. Are they licensed? Are they reputable? Do they cut corners to come in low? If you're losing bids consistently, it may not mean you're overpriced. It may mean you need to do a better job of communicating your value. On the other hand, if you're winning every single bid, that's often a red flag that your pricing is too low. A healthy contracting business wins some jobs and loses some. Your goal is to bid strategically, not emotionally, and to focus on long-term profitability, not just volume. Another key tactic is selective bidding. Don't bid every job that comes your way. Focus on projects that match your strengths, that fit within your license classification, and that align with your profit goals. Remember, every bid you create takes time, and time is money. Bidding on jobs outside your scope or without clear drawings, decisions, or budgets is a recipe for wasted energy. Be selective, ask the right questions up front, and only bid when you're confident that the client is serious, the scope is clear, and you can price the job accurately. Let's also touch on change orders because they affect your margins too. Once a job is awarded, clients often make changes, add a new fixture, upgrade a finish, move a wall. These changes cost money, and if you don't charge for them properly, your margin gets eaten up fast. Always document change orders in writing, price them clearly, and require approval before proceeding. Many contractors lose their profit not because they bid too low, but because they don't manage changes properly during the job. In terms of exam prep, you should be able to calculate markup and margin, understand how to build a competitive bid, and recognize when a bid may be too low to be profitable. You may be asked to identify which bid is most profitable, which bid meets a target margin, or how to handle a change order. You should also know what makes a bid responsive and responsible, particularly on public works or large residential projects. In the real world, having strong estimating and bidding systems helps you scale your business. You can price jobs faster, reduce errors, and build a reputation as a professional. Over time, you'll develop historical data, how long certain tasks take, what materials really cost, which subs are reliable, and that will help you price more accurately and confidently. You'll also learn how to protect your profit by writing better contracts, managing projects closely, and avoiding scope creep. To wrap up, markups, profit margins, and bidding are the financial engine of your business. Learn to calculate them, track them, and protect them. Don't leave money on the table because you're afraid to charge what the job is worth. Clients expect to pay professionals fairly. When you price your work with confidence, back it up with skill, and deliver great results, you'll win more jobs, make more money, and build a thriving business you're proud of.